Hello, accountants. Hello, business owners. My name is Ronald Kashwiko, and I actually conduct online lessons in cost accounting, management accounting, financial accounting, financial reporting, pastel, and also Excel lessons. So I remember I shared in my WhatsApp group, which if you're not a member yet, you can simply click the link that I'll put at the bottom for you to join. I shared in my WhatsApp group that I'll make a spreadsheet that will basically make accounting easier. That's for accountants, upcoming accountants, student accountants, or basically entrepreneurs or business owners, startups, businesses. Okay. All right. So I have just done that. So in this video, it's blank. It's not. I'll show you. Okay. So that's the spreadsheet that is open right now. So I call this spreadsheet the bookkeeping spreadsheet, the RK Solutions bookkeeping spreadsheet. Okay. So this spreadsheet is basically the ultimate financial management tool for small businesses. Okay. It is the ultimate financial management tool for small businesses. Okay. And yes, I'm the one who prepared it. And if you want to know how to prepare something like this, you can simply join my Excel classes. Okay. So what is this spreadsheet all about? We'll take a look, but let me just give you an overview, just a bit. What is this spreadsheet all about? Okay, so this spreadsheet is a professionally designed Excel-based bookkeeping system that will actually help you to track your incomes, your expenses, to manage your cash flow, and also to manage your credit transactions. That's your credit purchases and your credit sales. Okay, so it actually provides automated financial statements and reports. And those automated financial statements are actually in a very printable format, basically meaning you can easily print it and give it to whoever you're supposed to give it to. Or you print it, you put it in your records. Okay. All right. So it provides automated financial statements. And by the financial statements, I'm only talking about two financial statements. We're not doing balance sheets, not the changes in equity. I might make a different one for that, or maybe I might make a different one later on in the future. But for now, this basically just does the income statement and the cash flow statement. So this particular spreadsheet is very, very ideal for entrepreneurs, small businesses, or startups, or even accountants in practice who don't want to do a lot of manual work because practically almost everything is actually automated. You just do a bit of data entry and then it will be able to provide you with whatever information that you need. So what value does this particular spreadsheet bring? Okay, so this particular spreadsheet, why I think you should use this spreadsheet is because it eliminates manual calculations and it reduces, for the fact that it eliminates manual calculations, it reduces human error. There is a small chance of you making a mistake because it automatically calculates a number of items. Okay, it saves times with automated financial reporting. You don't need to manually make an income statement, and it's very cheap if you are to compare it to Pastel. You don't need to manually make an income statement. Okay, you just need to do data entry, that's all. Otherwise it will automatically prepare a financial report for you. It also provides clear insights into the business's financial health through the dashboard. I'll actually show you why I'm saying so. It practically helps track outstanding payments and cash flow efficiently, and you do not need when you get this one, you won't need an expensive accounting software because this is very cheap, it's very affordable, and it can do all that for you, and it's protected, so meaning even if you were to accidentally click somewhere, you won't really make that mistake. Okay. Okay, so how does it make your work easier? Maybe you might ask me how it makes your work easier. How it makes your work easier. Okay, let me explain it like this. So this particular spreadsheet has automated calculations. Because it has got automated calculations, it reduces errors and also it reduces manual work. Okay, and also the dashboard visualization for a quick financial overview. It shows you the business's financial health quickly through an overview. You will see, you get to see the. Let me just show you the dashboard. Okay, so this is the dashboard. You get to see the total revenue, you get to see the total expenses, you get to see profit, you get to see the cash balance in your account. You get to see your total credit sales, you get to see your total credit purchases for the month. Okay, and it gives you a summary. This summary is these are practically more like buttons. When you click a particular button, it will take you to another sheet pertaining to either a cash book or an income statement. Okay, so this particular spreadsheet has preset formulas to auto update financial statements. When you make a mistake, like for instance, you put a transaction that is incorrect, and then the it will affect the income statement on the other side. Okay, but if you realize that it was an error and then you change it, the income statement will be automatically corrected to the other side. Okay, because it has got pre-set up formulas which will assist in auto update in terms of financial statements. And the transactions are actually categorized. Okay, the transactions are actually categorized. I'll actually show you what I mean. So we also have credit sales and purchase monitoring to avoid late payments. Okay, so let me just explain to you in details. I'll start with the dashboard. Okay, let me just break it down. I'll start with the dashboard. So the way the dashboard is that it provides a financial snapshot of the business. The dashboard provides a financial snapshot of the business. So the way it is that it displays total income, expenses, and net profit. Okay, it practically shows you a little income statement here. Okay, all right. And then it also shows you your cash balance. You know how much money you have in the bank. And if you were to add your cash, you have the cash amount of cash. If you update this completely to date, and then you including your bank charges, and then you compare it with the actual money that you have in your bank and the actual money you have in hand, it has to agree. So you can also use it for bank reconciliation purposes. Okay, so it shows your cash flow balance for better decision making. It will show you how much money you have, to show you how the total credit sales you have, the total credit purchases you have, and I have a summary that you can use. Okay, so let me just show you the way it is. So here we have a summary. If I were to click here, it will take me to the cash book, the simple cash book. I'll show you how the cash book works. We'll come up with some transactions. But if I were to click here, let's say on this cash book, if I click here where it says cash book, it will automatically take me to the cash book. So it will automatically take you to the cash book. Let me show you. So if we were to click this, just taking us to the cash book. If I go back, let's say I click the income statement, it take me to the income statement. And if I go back to dashboard, it take me to the dashboard. If I click credit sales, take me to the credit sales. And the far end, we have go back to dashboard, it will take me to the dashboard, and basically that's how it works. So let's start with the cash book. How does our cash book work? Okay, let me show you. So imagine this, we have a transaction. Okay, we have a transaction on let's say it's for March. On the 1st of March, on the 1st of March 25, what we did is we spent money on what did we spend money on? Let's say salary for Ronald. Okay, salary for Ronald. Okay, so we have salary for Ronald, and then the category I'll just have to pick here. So it's wages and salaries, that's the ledger expense, and then it's a payment we paid Ronald. Let's say Ronald gets 7,000 kwacha. Ronald got 7,000 kwacha. And the payment method we used a bank transfer. So you just have to pick it like this. And then the way it works here, let me just explain something here is every time you want to do something, like for instance, if you put an amount here, for instance, if I put 500 here and I check the category, always start with the payment with the amount. Receipt and payment are for amounts. If I put 500 here, the category will be expenses. But if I remove this 500 here and I put it here on the receipt, the category will be incomes. Have you seen incomes? The product revenue, rent income, commission. So that's how it works. So always start with the amount If you put the amount on the receipt, the categories will be incomes. If you put the amount on the payments, the categories will be expenses. So let's say on the 5th, we finally sold something. Okay, uh, sold goods to Ronald. We sold goods to Ronald. Okay, so we just say sold goods to Ronald, and then here it's giving me expenses. So I should just put the amount that we sold the goods at. Let's say we sold goods for 8,000, or maybe let's say 5,000. Okay, and then I'll just have to click which particular income. Is it product revenue? Is it rent income? If we sold goods, that's probably product revenue. So I'll pick product revenue. And let me show you something. If we check in our income statement, product revenue now has 5,000. It automatically picks from the cash book. Okay. And let me just give you another rough example. Let's say on the 7th of March 25, we sold a service. We offered a service rather. Okay. So here I'll have expenses, but if I were to put my services worth 500, or let me just use a different amount now, 800 kwacha. My service is worth 800 kwacha. Here, I'll just have to pick which one is it. It's a service fee or a service sale. Okay, so service sale. Let me check my income statement. My income statement now has a service sale of 800. Have you seen the way it is? We have product revenue of 5,000, service sales of 800, and we have wages and salaries of 7,000, and we have 7,000 here. So basically, our total revenue is at 5,800, and our wages and salaries is 7,000, and we have 1,200 loss. It's in red because it's a loss. If it's a profit, if it's a positive, it won't really be in red. Here it's showing you that it's a negative. That's why it's in red. So this will also affect this. Are you seeing that we are seeing um, the same exact information here? Okay. So basically, this is how our cash book works. If let's say I were to put in another, we sold more goods so that actually we make a profit, or we rent some property somewhere. Okay, we rent some property somewhere, and then we got our rentals, and the amount we got is actually 10,000, which is very good. Um, I wasn't putting the payment methods. So we sold goods to Ronald, and Ronald paid us via cash. And here we sold a service, we were paid via cash. And here rental payment was via Airtel Money. Okay, so I'll just put Airtel Money. Okay, so rentals. Now let's see the way our income statement looks like. So our income statement. Okay, so we have let's see. So our income statement will look something like this. So we have our cash book right here. Okay, and then our income statement is looking like this. So we have 5,000 as product revenue, 10,000 as rent income, and 800 as service sales, and we have 15,800, we have 7,000, and we have 8,800 as the profit. Okay, so basically this is how it will auto calculate our income statements. So these we can actually easily change them depending with your business type. If your business does product sales, or service sales, or it gets commission, or it's rental income, we can easily update this depending with your type of business, so that it basically just reflects, it's basically has information pertaining to your type of business. Okay, so this is how our cash book works. So you just have to put in transaction here, daily transactions. Every single time you're just putting your transactions, and then it will automatically prepare an income statement for you. Okay, all right, which you can actually even use for tax purposes, because you can know how much money you've made, or how much profit you've made, or your total revenue. But you can easily figure out your total revenue for the month. And then now let's look at our cash flow statement. So our cash flow statement we need the cash in hand. By the way, you can't edit all this, you can't, because it's all protected with the password, which I can give you if you want to purchase this. So the cash in hand here, let's say we put 2,000, quite we had 2,000 when we were starting, and we had, let's say 5,000 in our account. So basically it will look something like this. So we have 2,000, 5,000, and then our total inflows are 15,800. Our total outflows 7,000, meaning our closing balance is supposed to be about 15,800. Okay, that's if we add the opening and then we add the inflows and then remove the outflows to look something like this. But for cash flow purposes, I've also decided to, basically just show you guys how much money you will remain with if you were to stop conducting business right now. How am I coming up with that figure? What I'm doing is I'm getting your total credit sales. You receive money from all the people who owe you, and then you pay all your credit purchases. You see how much money you will remain with. You can use this. So this will track that. The cash flow also track that. How is it going to do it? You just have to put in information in your monthly credit sales. If you sell something on credit, you put your customer name, your due date for that particular item you sold, the description of sale, amount they have paid, the amount that is still outstanding, the total, the payment status. On the payment status, you have to choose. We have partially paid, fully paid, written off, and fully outstanding. Okay, we have the payment date and we have a bit of some notes here. And then on the credit purchases, uh, practically it's just the same information. The only difference would be the supplier name, and the credit sales actually go to the income statement, so they actually affect the income statement. So here it's just data entry that you need to do. You can use this button to go back to the dashboard. And then here, this is where you put this is where you put your your information. Like for instance, this is where you do your configuration from. Like for instance, if I put product here, I can't really edit anything because this is locked. But if I had to put product revenue here, and then I'm typing in my income statement, this is then I'll get, like for instance, all these expenses, wages, salaries, insurance, rental payments, stationery, utility, they're practically coming from the configuration. Okay, they are coming from the configuration. They are coming from the configuration. Let me show you wages, insurance, rental payment. So if you want to add, if you want to add a new type of expense, you have to put it here. You want to remove something, you have to do here. The payment modes, the customers, the suppliers, the payment types, status, all the same. That's how you have to do it. Okay. Otherwise, this particular document will show you an income statement, a cash flow statement. Okay, it will give you an overview of your business on the dashboard. It will track your monthly credit purchases, and it will also track or monitor your monthly credit sales, of which if someone pays, you can simply change the status. Okay, of which it will no longer be a credit sale. Okay, so let me just explain to you what each part actually does. So, what does the income statement part do? So it shows the total revenue and expenses. It calculates net profit and loss. It also helps in assessing the business's profit to show you if your business is making a profit or your business is making a loss. And then if we come to the cash flow statement, you can use it for bank reconciliation purposes because this closing cash balance has to agree with your bank statement. If you were to add your cash in hand, your cash at bank, and every amount you received, you remove all your expenses, including your bank charges, the closing cash balance has to agree with your bank statement. So you can use this for bank reconciliation purposes and also as a small cash flow statement. So the cash flow statement tracks the movement of cash in and out of your business. It will help manage liquidity and financial stability, and it also identifies cash shortages before they happen. It will show you when you do not have enough money to cover for certain expenses. Like for instance, it can show you if you do not have enough money to cover your total credit purchases, if you can't pay back your debts. Okay? All right. How about the monthly credit sales? What does it show? So the monthly credit sales records all sales made on credit. Okay, it will show you whatever sale has been made on credit, tracked outstanding balances and payment debts. It helps prevent late payments and cash flow issues. Okay, the monthly credit purchases, on the other hand, which is this, the monthly credit purchases, on the other hand, It records purchases made on credit, ensures suppliers are paid on time, and helps manage debt and avoid penalties. Okay. And then the configuration basically stores predefined categories for income, expenses, and payment modes. It ensures consistency in transaction recording. It helps customize the spreadsheet for business needs. Okay, this is where we do our work from. This is where we edit our information from. This is basically our settings. Okay, so what are the benefits of getting this particular spreadsheet? So it saves time and it reduces errors because it's automated, and also it provides accurate and automated financial reports. It provides you with a cash flow statement which you can use for decision making. It provides you with an income statement which you can also use to monitor your business's financial performance and profitability. It helps track cash flow, credit sales, and purchases. It enables better decision making with the real time insights. It's, trust me, I know this. It's very perfect for small businesses and entrepreneurs. So, what I would recommend to anyone who's actually watching this video is for you to actually get a copy of the RK Solutions bookkeeping spreadsheet, if possible today, for you to start managing your finances effortlessly and gain control over your cash flow and business performance. You can contact me. I'll put my number at the bottom. You'll be able to contact me to get a copy of this email, the copy of this spreadsheet. Although in the near future, probably soon, we're looking at putting it online so that you can be doing everything online and you only need a password and basically login credentials for your business for you to have access to it and for you to actually do whatever you need to do and get your simple financial statements as well. Otherwise, this is the bookkeeping spreadsheet for now, although we'll continue developing it and making it better. If you'd like a copy, you can contact me. Thank you very much for watching this video. My name is Ronald Kashweka.